I never seen so many people screaming. I'm pinching myself saying, can't be real. I mean, I know we're doing some good music, but this is like superstardom. It made me realize, like, whatever we're doing, it's touching people, it's making a big impact, and it's pretty serious. Imagine I'm around 7th grade, I'm getting introduced to some technology, but I really don't show real interest until I'm in college, my first year of college, you know, or last year of high school. I was playing football, and I decided to quit football and go into creating music. Some of that passion for football, it taught me how to be competitive, how to work hard. My passion, my drive, my energy was going to be dedicated towards first becoming a DJ. You know, you had to understand how to spin and understand the music and some of the history to get to the level of making music, even though I had no musical training, but that's kind of how you train yourself first. Panic attack. Originally, I was from New York, so I used to listen to a lot of disco, a lot of mix shows, stuff like that. So, you know, I had a certain taste. So I always liked the 4 on the floor. So things like that grabbed my ears. Techno was introduced by Juan Atkins. I got to know Juan and Derek through meeting Aaron Atkins, which we all went to junior high school with. I never lived in Detroit until after Big Fun came out. So Juan, I think, did, and Derek did, but we also grew up in Belleville. So 7th grade to 12th grade into college, it was either sports, music. I mean, it wasn't a lot to do. It was just lakes, and I came from Brooklyn, New York, so it was quite different for me. It was a small town. Of course, Juan and Derek, my peers, grew up through high school, so it was always a competition, but a friendly competition. Because if Juan or Derek made a hot record, I wanted to make a hot record. Simple as that. I just believed if someone else can do it, I can do it. It's our music. It's definitely so unique and different. It had nothing to do with the tradition, really, of the music of Detroit. And we didn't even live in the city when we was making this music. My first record was a vocal record, Triangle Love. So it led me into making more records, and then Inner City might have came 5 or 6 records down the line. With Inner City, my vision definitely was to have a vocal, and like I say, my influences was people like Shaka Khan too. So I didn't just want to do underground music completely. I wanted to find a balance. I wanted to be able to go out and do a great underground techno track, or I wanted to have a vocal track that I could put something to, some melody, get the human element along with the electronics. So Inner City was perfect for that. And Paris Gray, who was from Chicago, who was the singer, she was just the right person to do that with. You couldn't choose or find a better person because she could write, she had great melodies, and she wrote hooks, you know. She wrote stuff that was fun and memorable, you know. And it was really great hooks, and it complemented my music because Inner City music was very hooky too. The way I met Paris Gray was through a guy named Terry Housemaster Baldwin. He was from Chicago. When me and Derek used to go to Chicago to promote Detroit records, whether it's mine, Juan's, Derek, or whoever, Terry became a good buddy of ours. And through time, he's the one that introduced me to Paris. He said, hey, she sang on one of my records and she's great, you should check her out. He came to Detroit. I let him listen to Big Fun before it had a title. So he heard it and said, I got a singer for you, man. And that's kind of how it all connected. I was not a label follower, or I didn't really pay attention to the names. It was just all about the music for me. Never seen myself being on top of the pops. Just want to be a producer, really, make my music, run my label, and put out great records. We first started touring, this is the beginning. We went off to Australia and did a show in Sydney. It was an amazing show. It was a warehouse, but it had to have 40,000 people in it. You had a mixture of people. I learned about the Aborigines. It was special, and it made me realize that this is gonna be a continuous career for music. I was touched to bring this music to people.